Good morning, hikers, campers, and nature lovers. This is Trisha from Nature Lover Canada, and this morning we are on our very last hike of this 26-day camping trip. We are at Sibbald Point Provincial Park, hiking the one and only trail at the park, the Maidenhair Fern Trail, hoping to see some maidenhair ferns. The dog is trying to tie me up. So this is a 2-kilometer hike. This is our morning walk for this morning before we are on our way back home to the very tip, not the tip. We're not in Windsor, near Sarnia. So we've got about a 4.5-5 hour drive ahead of us, not including stops and walks. So let's go on the Maidenhair Fern Trail, and then we're out of here. So we hope you've enjoyed our 26-day camping trip. If you haven't seen the other videos, check the link above or up here. We have a whole playlist of all of the trails, all of the campsites, some cooking, and some other really cool things that we've done on our stay. And the dog again is trying to tie me up. So join us on our morning walk, and let's go see if we can find some maidenhair ferns. So I guess the most important thing at first is to know what a maidenhair fern is. It's a very unique fern, so it's very easy to spot. It grows kind of in a circle, and the stem is black. And if I happen to spot any, which I'm hoping I will definitely point them out. We're wondering if Chloe is looking forward to going home or not. We had some rain last night. She didn't enjoy that. She gets up in the middle of the night, paces around the trailer periodically. We have no idea if that's from critters outside or just restlessness, or she hears thunder off in the distance. Who knows? She won't tell us. See a little pointy foot thing? Isn't that cute? Do it again. Do it again, Chloe. No, as soon as I ask her to, she won't. She's oppositional defiant. If you have a hound dog who's oppositional defiant, give us a thumbs up, just for putting up with the stinky little pants that she is.
Every hound is oppositional.
I'm oppositional defiant, so. Okay, this isn't going to be a 2K walk. 3 steps forward, 10 steps back. It's the hound dog way. Is that some good smells there, pumpkin? Huh?
Like a bit of turtle.
Yes. So we got in last night to Sibbald Point, and then it started to rain, so we really haven't seen much of the park. And we have to head out fairly quickly this morning if we want to get home at a good time, so we're not going to see a lot of the park. It's a small park with a lot of campsites.
But each one has some foliage around it.
Yeah, our campsite is actually pretty private considering how many sites there are. The electrical sites are on one side, the non-electrical are on the other side, in very specific and very distinct campgrounds, and each section has a certain number that are radio free. There's a beach on Lake Simcoe for campers, and there are 2 beaches or leashed areas for dogs here, is what the map says anyway.
And a boat dock.
Pardon?
And a boat dock.
Oh, and a boat dock, yes. It is Lake Simcoe.
Lake Simcoe allows camping.
Yes, it's a very large lake. So it's not the kind of lake that you should go out on if it's stormy. It's can be quite dangerous. Keep your...
Those maidenhair ferns?
These are not maidenhair ferns. Not maidenhair ferns. Let me see. Nope, those are not maidenhair ferns.
Okay.
So it's a small fern. Grows closer to the ground. So you kind of have to be looking down. Fairly small leaves. Now I'm worried if I don't keep an eye out, I'm going to miss them. Nope, those are not maidenhair ferns. Yep, here's some sensitive ferns. They're very distinct with the leaves come off the stalk almost in one piece. It looks like one large leaf, to me anyway. What about you, Chloe? Do you know what a sensitive fern looks like? Or not a sensitive fern, a maidenhair fern? She's like, if I do, I'm not telling you. Find it yourself. Oh, I almost passed the dog. If you've seen any of our hiking videos before, always send Chitra first. This is also not a maidenhair fern. That is a fern ally. It is a type of horsetail. As you can see, we got a lot of light coming through, so I'm squinting. You must be squinting. Ow.
Say yes.
Say yes. No. That is not a.
Kind of fern you've seen.
That is not a maidenhair fern. So the two hints for maidenhair ferns. It kind of grows in a circle or a loop, and the stem is black. And it's very delicate. Now it wouldn't be the first time a trail was called something and you got off the trail wondering, why was it called that? Of course, it could be called that because at one time the forest did have a lot of that plant life or animal life or habitat or something, and you know, forests continue to change. I found it, maybe. Does it fit the criteria?
There's ones down there underneath the sensitive.
No. Those are also not maidenhair ferns. Pretty moss down here, though. So lush. It's pretty, eh? I guess the other possibility is that it exists, just not along the trail. Or there's going to be like a patch of it somewhere that we come across, and then we're like, oh, there it is. So this is what poison ivy berries look like. They're kind of white. They're kind of more yellow, but yellowy white. And then the leaf will change color. And it's actually quite beautiful when it changes color, but you still don't want to touch it. Sibbald Point is north of Toronto. I hear it's a very popular destination, especially on weekends. I love the color of the decaying wood. Just this beautiful caramel color. And you get to see the inside texture. So this looks like it's the bottom of a tree. So you don't really see any remnants of branch supports. And here's another piece just coming off in chunks. Still got my eyes open for those maidenhair ferns. Be a little disappointed if I can't show you at least one of them. If I can't find one, At the end of the video, I will put up a picture of one just so that you don't feel like you've missed out. So here's a plant. Interesting plant. So that is white Bainsberry. See how, what do those fruit look like to you? They look like doll's eyes? That's its nickname. Doll's eyes, or white Bainsberry. There's also a red Bainsberry version, but its fruit is red. It does not resemble doll's eyes at all. Oh, she stopped. Chitra stopped. Maybe she has actually spotted it. I'm gonna be honest. I think she knows what it looks like and she's just teasing me now. But maybe not. Maybe she's forgotten. See? Are you sure? You're sure? Okay, I'm coming. Slower than molasses, but I'm coming. Do you see all the doll's eyes? Yeah, I did. Shut up and come and see my find. There. Yes, good. There you go. And that's actually a really nice clump of them.
There's another one on the other side of the road.
So if we can take a good close look, they're very delicate. They're a very beautiful fern. So you can see, remember I said they kind of grow in a circle or a loop. So they come up off the stem like that. Let's see if I can focus in here. And then they kind of create a horseshoe effect. And the leaves come off of that. And see how the stem is black? Or very dark brown? That's not very common. Very distinct fern, very beautiful fern. Easy to identify because, as far as I know, at least in Ontario, there's nothing else like it. So that is called the Maidenhair Fern, and there are a lot of them in this area. Aren't they gorgeous? So yay! We found Maidenhair Ferns on a trail called Maidenhair Fern. That's fantastic. Thanks Sibbald Point for actually still having the trail's namesake on the trail. You can hear some, and now that we've gotten into this section, so it must be something to do with the soil here. I'm seeing Maidenhair Ferns much more frequently, and then I'm sure we'll probably get out of this area again and go into other things, but they are just lovely. And they're a very nice size. Often I see them growing on like rocks and stuff like that. If you're hiking around the Bruce Peninsula and that, you'll see them growing that way. So you're getting a much smaller version of them. I'm walking around right now and I do not have my Fitbit on, so I'm getting absolutely no steps for any of this. So it's a very easy trail. It's flat. There are roots, so it might be a little difficult for a wheelchair or something like that. It's definitely not a park to come to if you're wanting to do a lot of hiking. I'm not sure what's in the area. Did you know that I left my Fitbit in the trailer? You didn't notice it when you were putting stuff away? You don't know which way to go.
I don't know which way to go. It's not clear enough. I believe we're getting to the road here and then they're going to bring us back in. There's a campsite right around the corner there. If you look down there, you can see a car park.
No, I don't want to. I'm trying to pretend like I'm out in the middle of nowhere. You can't hear any kind of noise of anything from here.
If you don't know poison ivy, do not go on a trail. Because Ontario is filled with it.
Especially after a wet spring. Very, very itchy. And it's the oils of the plant, actually.
Trisha and I are not allergic to poison
Woo!
ivy. Oh. We don't want somebody petting our dog to get it on them.
Mommy, oh, did you get that stick?
You got a stick?
Mommy limited the playing there. That would have been good footage there, Mommy.
Chloe. Get it. Whoopsie. This is how she detoxes from a rainy day. She has a crack.
Yep. And she's so cute when she's doing it.
I found another one.
But she said, I found a smell.
You can play with it, but you have to leave it in the woods. Poke it back. Kisses. Yeah! Stick! Drop it. Let it go.
Uh-oh. You get stick down your throat? Oh. She said, but I still want it.
Ready? Still gonna run for a minute. We're going the other way. Coming? Yeah. Later. Oops. She's just tipsy. She's changing direction.
How am I supposed to videotape you? Crazy? She's like, you're not. Oh, that must have a really good smell on it.
It's a cedar stick.
No, that
That tree?
I need a much faster gimbal. I think she does it on purpose. She's a smart little hound dog, you know. I remember where my Fitbit is. I took it off when I sprayed insect repellent on myself. So something to keep in mind when you're spraying insect repellent, the DEET does not really, how can I say this? It's not good for plastic. It's not actually that great for fabric either. So if you might want to take your watch off. I have sprayed several times with it on, and now the rubber band has some markings on it from the DEET, and I'm not sure it's going to come off. I remember when our last dog, when she was getting older, and we still took her on some pretty difficult trails, just took our time and maybe didn't do the longer ones, but lots of rocks and sticks, and it was kind of funny to watch because on the really difficult ones, she was amazing. She would, you know, get her feet up over stuff and place her paws perfectly, and then we'd be walking on a trail like this that was really simple, and it's like she let her guard down, and she tripped over everything, little sticks and acorns and little roots, and now I'm doing the same thing. So we have moved away from the sounds of the treatment plant. Yay! Because that was annoying. Small elephant. If you do have a dog, there are two different areas.
Either side of the beach.
Yeah, on either side of the beach / dock area. We were hoping to get to see them and show them to you, but like I said, it was raining when we came in last night, and these two boulders on either side of the trail do tell us that this is the end of Maidenhair Fern Trail here at Sibbald Point Provincial Park. So that is the end of the trail, and this is the end of our series for our summer 2019 camping trip. 26 days, 8 parks, a whole bunch of trails, a whole bunch of experiences. We hope you enjoyed them. If you haven't seen them all, please check out the playlist and watch them and let us know what you think. What was your favorite trail? What was your favorite video? And what should we do next? So I'm Tricia from Nature Lover Canada. Thank you for joining us on this trip. Find one of the 2 pet beaches. You think, Chloe, you're going to go into waters? Well, she doesn't realize that this could be her last opportunity to swim not at home. Chloe and I will wander around. So this is all picnic area. Hopefully Chitra's going to take some pictures while she's in there. Oh, you're going to sleep well, aren't you? Never send Chitra into a museum.